we're gonna move to my next part, which I love this part. This is our rapid fire where we get to ask you
Okay.
questions and we're looking for like very short sentences. This is actually a lot of the questions that I have today are to just get to know you more. You've done
Okay.
so much in entrepreneurship, wellness, business. Want to know kind of what makes you tick. So I'm going to dive in. The first one is, what's your favorite wellness routine for energy?
Well, one thing you will need to know about me is I'm not good at short answers. So,
It's okay. We
yeah.
we want to hear all the
So,
things.
my perfect day, my days that go the absolute best. I get awesome sleep. Sleep is kind of a foundation for everything. I keep a hydrogen water bottle by my bed and I run it before I go to bed so that when I wake up in the morning, I drink it right away.
Cool.
And then I will do a cold plunge. I only do a
Me
minute.
too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure it even does anything for my health, but I it does something for me because my days go better when I do it.
Oh,
And maybe it's willpower, eating your vegetables first, doing something hard. But I really like doing it, and my days go better when I do it. And then get outside. I would say
me too.
those best energy days are that.
Yeah, yeah. Getting outside first. I do the same. Yeah, there's something about like even just walking around the block at the beginning of the day
Mhm.
that my mental clarity is a lot
Yep,
sharper and I just feel better about sitting down to tackle the day. Whereas if I don't do that, I just jump on calls. I don't
yep,
know. I'm struggling by 2 o'clock,
yep.
I notice.
Yeah, totally true. Totally true. And I've started doing something, it's hard to do when you're on a podcast, right? But a lot of my calls, I work from home and I'm on the phone a lot. And a couple months ago, when it started to warm up here, I was like, I could just go outside and do these
That's what
calls.
I do too. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I
So I
do.
just wander around the yard and
Yep.
talk on the phone,
Yep. I do
walk
that.
down and get the mail, that sort of thing.
Yep.
So,
I do that too. Yeah. Walking meetings all the time.
yep. Get your steps in, gets you
Yes.
outside.
Yes.
And, you know, seems like the meetings go better when you're standing up and
Agree.
moving and your energy's better.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just feels more natural than, I don't know, sitting inside all day in a shining screen just seems off, but that's just me.
Yeah. Have you seen the Kevin Nealon podcast that he does
No,
where
I
he
have
goes
not.
hiking with comedians?
No, I have not.
It's
Oh, I
really
love that.
interesting.
Oh, I love
They just go
that.
on a hike together and they film it, and the
Sure.
film quality's horrible, but the interview
Oh,
and the questions are
yeah.
interesting, right?
So
And
fun. Yeah. And
yeah,
people outside. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. I might have to do that.
yeah.
I love it. What is your one daily habit, wellness habit that you won't skip? That you're like, every day, I got to do this.
My water for sure.
Yeah.
So I've tested this. So because it's an interrupter, I was trying to test to see if I was getting used to the hydrogen water, and so the benefit would be diminished because I'd grown accustomed to it. And so I chose some days where I didn't have any hydrogen water, and those weren't good. My body
Oh,
needs it, and they were not good days for me. And so that's like my one thing that is my always my go-to.
go to.
Water first thing in the morning. And like I said, I try to do three a day, and really I try to do three before like 2 or 3 o'clock.
Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. How about snacks? Like, what's your go-to clean health snack?
I don't snack a lot.
No. Ah, interesting.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Well, reaching for water when you want a snack is always a good move, right? Because
Right.
sometimes your
That's so
body
true.
confuses dehydration with a craving. So you drink some water and the craving goes away. I love fruit. I'm a real fruit fanatic. Okay, so actually, I did think of this. I love to garden.
No way.
We're a little bit in the suburbs here. It's a little bit country. We've got horses and fields around us. And so we've got
Beautiful.
an acre. My favorite go-to snack is like something fresh that I pick and eat before it even gets in the house, like cherry tomatoes or strawberries or blackberries. Oh my gosh, that stuff, that's amazing. And if I could have that all the time, all year round, the taste difference is just
Is
so,
unreal.
even like the
Unreal.
organic best groceries you can buy,
Yeah.
the taste difference
100%.
from your own garden is huge.
It's huge.
So, yeah,
Huge.
so I love that. If that's my go-to, well, not necessarily my go-to, but my preferred if I can get it. Like a peach right off the tree that's warm from the sun and perfectly ripe so that when you touch it, it falls into your hand. I mean,
Oh,
best thing in the
you're
world.
making me like, for me, I grew up in the East Coast, so during apple picking season, to like go and
Mm,
pick the apple right from the tree and bite into it.
yeah.
Then you go buy a store-bought apple and you're like, this is horrible. This is disgusting.
Yeah, it tastes like air.
Yeah, you're like,
Just tastes like air.
what is
Yeah.
yuck?
Yeah, I'm with you. Yep.
Oh, I'm curious, what is
Same, and
one?
berries are the same thing. Berries
Yeah,
are
yeah, the blueberries in
raspberries
the
from the
vine.
store look like raspberries, but they don't
Yeah,
taste like anything.
they don't taste
And
like
you get a
anything.
raspberry fresh off the bush, and you're
Right.
just like, wow, this is
Yeah.
amazing.
And strawberries too. Strawberries are like, this is like, they taste like mealy water sometimes from the
Yeah,
store. And then you pick it
yeah,
up the vine, you're like, wow, this is so flavorful.
yeah.
So
I'm
good.
like, every time I eat one, I'm like, this is the best strawberry I've ever had. And then I eat
Yeah,
another one, I'm like, this is the
literally.
best strawberry I've
Same.
ever had.
Yeah, same. Me
Uh,
too.
Pineapple in Hawaii, when
Yeah.
they pick it right there at the plantation and hand
Oh
it to
my,
you, and it's just like, what is this?
it's so amazing. Then you get one from the store, it tastes
Amazing.
like soap. You're like, what is
Yeah,
going on?
yeah,
It's so true. Oh yeah, fresh fruit. I think it's like that to me is also wealth. Like being able to, like
yeah,
eat
yeah.
fresh fruit is just wow. It's a game changer. Absolute game changer.
Yeah, especially like when you're young and poor and you can't afford anything at the grocery
Yeah,
store and you're like eating the worst stuff, you eat ramen noodles or whatever. And like once you get a little bit of extra money and you can buy like good food,
good food is such
yeah,
a game changer.
you just feel rich, right?
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah, you do, and you're feeding your body with rich nutrients, too. So it's a whole. Agree. I totally agree. I think that that's so important in so many
It's one
communities.
of those areas where we've really broken society.
I agree.
This is a total aside, but I
Yeah.
read a whole bunch of books on World War II and how it
Right.
changed the way we live, right?
Right. Right.
And most of the food stuff that we're complaining about now are things that choices that we made so that we could feed soldiers and feed the world during and after World War II.
Mm,
Like canned goods, preservatives,
right. Right.
all of those kinds of things were necessary to be able to feed the troops and to feed Europe while they rebuilt. And Japan too. We're sending food everywhere. And yeah, maybe it wasn't the perfect thing, but at least it got there and it wasn't rotted, right?
Right. Right.
And we never stopped doing it. So when the need went away, we never stopped doing it. Big food, factory food was developed to feed the world during the war, and that never went away. And so we need to get back to like how we ate and what we did before the war. Or even oils, like cooking oil.
Seed
That was
oil.
not a thing before World War II.
Right.
People would cook with tallow and other things, and they needed all of the tallow and all of those natural fats to make glycerin for gunpowder. And so people weren't allowed to use those. They had to turn all those in, and the government would use all of it to make gunpowder. And that was great because we had to defeat the Nazis, but we never went away from it. When the war ended and the need ended, we
No.
never went back to the traditional way we did it.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, and it's so unfortunate because you have whole communities that you go for miles and there's nothing but processed,
Yeah.
convenience
Yeah.
store
Food
food.
deserts
Yeah,
that they
food
call them or
desert.
whatever, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's
But
really
even not in poor communities, like you go to these places, Whole Foods is great, but
right.
it's not as good as your garden,
Yeah,
right?
so true. So true. Percent. Yeah, I'm like that is to me like the new form of wealth, like having fresh produce that that what's in it,
Hmm.
there's no pesticides, there's whatever nonsense is happening in mass produced groceries, you really can control for that. I think that like there should be a movement more for that. But anyway, I could get on a soapbox about it because I think it's so important.
Yeah, I mean, let's geek out for one more second on
Yes,
it.
I love it. I love it.
There's something like therapeutic and meditative about like digging your hands in the dirt.
Agree. Oh, 100%.
Like I remember when other jobs, when things were so stressful, before I could go in the house, like I couldn't bring that stressful me into the house, right? So
Right,
before
right,
I go in, I would stop by the garden, pull some weeds, pick
right,
some things.
right.
All of a sudden, you're reset. You go in and you're just totally reset.
Agree.
There's something about it.
Agree. I feel like one of my favorite memories, I'm gonna nerd out too, helping my parents in the garden. We would have strawberries and squash and being able to go out there. We had a mulberry tree growing up, so my sister and I would, and to be able to not only know where like our food was coming from, but then to be outside and play too. And like, hey, we're so fun. I mean, such
Yeah,
truly
you're
a
getting the
joy.
sunshine,
Yeah,
fresh air,
truly
good
a joy.
food, like all of it's awesome.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Curious, what is the one wellness goal that you're working on right now?
That's a good question. I'm constantly experimenting, and um, like my big problems are in the rearview mirror with my arthritis and my weight and some of those things. And now it's like fine tuning, like how good could I feel? And
Mm,
so, yeah, I'm trying to like make my arthritis like I went from using mega doses of steroids probably every month or more when I was really struggling to now that I'm on hydrogen water, my lows aren't nearly as low and my flare ups are way less frequent, like twice a year instead of 12 times a year. And the usage of steroids to get through those, they have these things, these dose packs. You'd go like 6 pills day one,
right,
5 pills day two.
right.
You work your way down. I haven't had to use any of those in multiple years. And so that's really awesome. And now it's like, how do I make it so that I don't have any flare ups in a year?
Right.
How do I make it so I don't have, uh, you know, and like my body, I'm way, way better, but I still can't run. I used to run a lot. I still can't run. The pounding and the inflammation that comes from the running, my body will flare up from that. And I'd love to get back to a point where I could be that active again.
Right, right.
I don't know if it's possible. I don't want to do like the Brian Johnson thing where
Yeah,
I become like a alien
right.
experiment or something. But I would love to like keep improving and tweaking and like learning what works perfectly for me.
I love that. I think that's a healthy approach. I love that you brought up Brian Johnson because watch all the things he does and man, like I feel so conflicted to be honest. It's like, you want to optimize your health, but then at what point, at least for me, I think about what point I would feel like I'm no longer just living freely, and just feel like
Yeah.
it's taking over my life, the routines, the regimens, the pills, the things, I don't know. It's
If
really,
he's happy, if that's what he
yeah,
loves to do,
totally.
I'm all for it.
More power to you. Agree.
There's a YouTuber I watch, James Pumphrey. He used to be on a channel called Donut Media. Now he's got his own channel called Speed, and it's mostly a car YouTuber.
Okay.
Like a month ago, he did 30 wellness things in 30 days, and he would add a new thing each day. So by day 30, they were doing 30 different things for wellness,
Right, right.
and it took over his life, right? And he was saying how much he hated it and how he wanted to just like start over. But there were things he found in experimenting with those that he will always do. I can't remember what he said, but there were, and it's probably different for every person, but he did the red light and the cold plunge and did all of those things. And from that, he was like, here are the things that made the most difference to me that I'll keep doing. And I think you don't have to do them in an experiment like that, but running some experiments on yourself and finding what works and what optimizes you and makes you the happiest and the best you can be, I think is really worthwhile. Okay, so the one thing I am working on is I'm a real night owl and consistent bedtime.
Me too. Me too.
If I could get to bed at 10 and go to sleep, I would crush every day.
Same.
But sometimes I've got a really good idea at 9:59
Yeah.
and I'll be up till 2. And so,
Same.
yeah,
Guilty as charged right here.
yep. So, and then I pay for it the next day. But that's maybe the one thing I need to work on the most right now is consistent bedtimes.
It's hard. I feel like it comes with the entrepreneurial wiring. Like you're like just sometimes on fire
Yeah.
and then,
Yep. Yep.
yeah, 3 a.m. You're like,
Yeah.
what is going
I,
on?
yeah. Once it starts churning, I know I won't be
Yeah.
able to fall asleep anyway.
Yeah, same.
So like once it starts churning, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's I just got to do. And so I wouldn't be able to sleep if I had that idea in my brain anyway. So I've figured out some tools for myself with my ADD or whatever that I can cope. Like I make a not to do list. That's very helpful.
Yes.
Things I know that are important that I'm not going to do, write them down. I'm not doing these, and I'm deliberate about it.
It's a great one.
And those kinds of things are helpful. But every once in a while, it's just like this is just happening right now. I'm not sleeping tonight.
I agree.
So
Same.
yeah.
Same. I'm
So
glad I'm not alone,
yeah.
in the struggle.